What is 2 plus 3 times 4? If you said 20, you are not alone. But the correct answer is actually 14. And the reason comes down to one rule: order of operations. Hello everyone. Welcome back to my channel Learning Maths with Namita. In today's maths lesson, we are going to learn about what order to follow when we have multiple mathematical operations in just one expression. So let's discuss this expression first, okay? So here some of you might have got answer 20 and some of you might have 14 as the answer. So why is the difference? Let me tell you. Some of you might have solved this part of the expression first. So 2 plus 3 is 5. Then you multiply it by 4 and you get 20. Right? And some of you must have solved this part first. So 3 times 4 is 12. Then you must have added 2 to it and you get 14. Right? So this is the correct answer and 20 is incorrect here. Now why? Like you see here, some people solve left to right, some people solve the expression from right to left. To deal with this ambiguity, mathematicians agreed on a universal rule which tells us what order to follow. Alright, so that we all have the same answers. Otherwise, whom you would say is right and whom would you say is wrong? Right? So we definitely needed a rule. And here it comes. So it's BODMAS, BIDMAS and PEMDAS. Alright, they all three means the same thing. They tells us the same operation sequence. Okay, you must be thinking they all are different. One is BODMAS, another is BIDMAS, and another one we have is PEMDAS. So yes, the terminology is different, but the rule that they refer is exactly the same. In different parts of the world, we use different terms. Alright, so let me tell you what exactly they mean. So in BODMAS, you see the first letter is B. It stands for bracket. Okay, brackets. So in an expression, if you have the brackets, you will solve it the first thing. In BIDMAS also, B stands for brackets. Okay, solve the brackets first. And PEMDAS says that solve the parenthesis first. Again, same thing. In USA and in some other parts of the world, we use term parenthesis, and in some parts of the world like UK, Australia and Asia, we use brackets. Okay. Now, next letter you see is different in all the three terms. In BODMAS, O is for orders. In BIDMAS, I is for indices. And in PEMDAS, E is for exponent. Okay. So after solving the brackets or the parentheses, you will solve orders, indices or exponents respectively. But they all are same. O, I and E, orders, indices and exponents, they actually mean the same thing, only the terminology is different. Alright. Now after solving orders, BODMAS says that you have to divide. Okay, division will be done. BIDMAS also says the same thing, that after solving the indices, division will be performed. And PEMDAS says that multiplication will be done after exponents. Okay. Now again you must be wondering that she said earlier that they all means the same thing, but now BODMAS and BIDMAS say division comes first and PEMDAS says multiplication comes first. So I'll tell you about it also. Okay. And after division in BODMAS, we do multiplication. Okay. Same in BIDMAS. After division, multiplication is done, written here. Okay. And in PEMDAS, after multiplication, division is written. Correct? Alright. Now, next is A for addition. This is same in all three terminologies, right? So after multiplication, addition will be done. and after addition is done, subtraction will be performed. Okay, so we have S for subtraction. In BODMAS, in BIDMAS and in PEMDAS. Okay, subtraction. All right. Now, let's understand how they all are same. So BUC, the B stands for brackets in BODMAS and BIDMAS, and P is for parenthesis. They all are one and the same thing. Now you must be wondering about division and multiplication order. Okay, so let me tell you here. So multiplication and division, okay, have equal priority. Multiplication and division have exactly same priority. Okay, so there is no particular order that which will be performed first. It always follows the rule of left to right. Read your expression left to right, and whichever operation comes first, you will solve it first. Okay, whether it is multiplication or it is division. In the same way, addition and subtraction also have equal priority. Okay, same rule is applied here also. You read your expression left to right, and whichever operation comes first, you will solve it first. Okay, so here we have written like A before S, but it does not say that addition has to happen before subtraction, because when we are writing the operations, like when we are writing an acronym, one alphabet has to come first, right? So addition and subtraction, they have equal priority. We have to read and solve our expression from left to right. So if addition is coming before subtraction, we will add first. If subtraction is coming before addition, then we will subtract first. And same goes for division and multiplication. Okay, they both have equal priority. So it does not say that always division will be performed before multiplication or multiplication will be performed before division. No, whichever comes first while reading the expression from left to right, that operation will be performed first, right? So now this was explanation, the whys and the hows. Now we will solve some example. All right, so let's take an example similar to our opening question. Okay, 4 plus 9 multiplied by 7. Okay, now see here. Okay, every time we will look at the acronyms so that you understand. So in 4 plus 9 times 7, we have two operations, addition and multiplication. Now see, BODMAS says multiplication will be done before addition. BIDMAS says the same thing, and in PEMDAS also M comes before A, right? So multiplication will be done first, then we will add. Okay, so let's multiply first. So 9 times 7 we will do, it comes as 63, and 63 plus 4 we get 67. Okay, so we will not do 4 plus 9. Okay, let me show it here. We will not do 4 plus 9 is 13, then multiply it by 7 and we get 91 as the answer. No, this is wrong. Okay, so this is the right one, because we have to follow the rule of order of operations, right? Let's take another example. Now one with the power, okay? Because we have learnt about, in BODMAS we have O for order, in PEMDAS we have E, and in BIDMAS we have I indices, okay? So let's use this. Now if we have an an expression like 3 plus 2 with the exponent 2 or power 2, and then let's multiply it by 5. Okay, so now we have three operations here: addition, multiplication, and order indices or exponent. You may call it either of these, right? So this will be performed first. Okay, this will be performed first. We'll leave addition and multiplication right now. So in first step, we will solve this. 2 raised to the power 2 means 4. 2 will be 2 raised to the power 2, or 2 square is 2 times 2, which is 4, right? So we will write 4 here. Then we will write 5. Okay. Rest everything is exactly the same. Now this was the first. Now BODMAS, BIDMAS and PEMDAS. All three says multiplication is done before addition. So now we will do multiply. Okay. So 3 will be written as it is, plus will be written as it is. Now 4 times 5 is 20. Now comes the addition and we will add. We get the 23 as answer. Right? So this one we had with the powers, orders or indices or exponent we can say. Let's take another one with the multiplication and division both in one expression. Okay. So we can have like 12 divided by 4 times 3. Okay. Now let me write it here. BODMAS, BIDMAS and PEMDAS. Okay. So you see that we have division and multiplication. So you don't have to think like, okay, division comes before multiplication, division comes before multiplication. But here in PEMDAS, multiplication comes before division. So no. What I said earlier, you have to keep in mind that, because it's very important. When you have multiplication and division in one expression, you will follow the operations left to right. Okay, so we will start from here. We see division comes first, so we will solve this part. Okay, 12 divided by 4 is 3. Then rest of the expression will be written. Now we will solve it like this. 3 times 3 is 9. You won't do that. Let me write it here. You won't do multiplication first here. Okay, that 4 times 3 is 12 and 12 divided by 12 is 1. No, this is wrong. Okay, because you have to read it from left to right. Clear? Now let's put it all together and have one expression which have everything like addition, subtraction, multiplication and division. And we will also include brackets or parentheses and indices. So let me write something like 5 plus 1. We can have exponent as 2. Then let's 4 minus 2. And 4 minus 2. Then multiplied by 3. Then we can do addition. Alright. So you see we have addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, exponents and brackets, parentheses, right? Alright, so for better understanding, we will write the rules here. BODMAS, BIDMAS and PEMDAS, right? Okay, now first bracket is solved, the parenthesis, right? So we can do that. So we will solve this part first, okay? So 5 plus 1 is 6. 6 square. Okay? Now rest everything will be written exactly as it is. Now after B we have order, indices and exponents. So 6 square is 36. Okay? We will solve it. Rest everything is written like the way it is. Okay? Now 36 divided by 4 is 9, because we are reading our expression from left to right. So if we have multiplication, division, we will do whatever comes first. Okay, so 36 divided by 4 is 9, and here we can see we have multiplication and addition, and here we have subtraction. So in all of these three, you can see that multiplication comes before addition or subtraction, right? Multiplication comes before addition and subtraction. Correct? No confusion in this. So we will do 2 times 3 also. Okay? If you want, you can do in one step also. If you want, you can just do one operation in one step. Okay? So now we have 9 divided by 4. Sorry. Let me make it correct. 36 divided by 4 is 9. Okay. So now this 4 is gone. Okay. So it becomes 9 minus 2 times 3. Now this portion will be solved. So 9 minus 6 plus 8. Now we have addition and subtraction, right? So addition will be performed before subtraction, correct? Addition will be solved first. So 9, it will be kept like this, minus 6 plus 8. Okay, we will do this addition. This will become 2. Okay, and we get 11. Did you notice something different? Remember, we won't do this first. No. Why? Because no matter if you're getting the same answer or not, addition and remember, always remember, addition and subtraction have equal priority. So you will not follow this rule when you have addition and subtraction in your expression. You will simply solve left to right. Okay. So 9 minus 6 is what? 3 plus 8. You still get 11. Okay. The answer is still 11, but you have to follow the correct rule and the correct sequence. So when you have addition and subtraction, don't see that A will be done before S. We will add before subtract. No, whichever comes. That's why intentionally I had subtraction in the beginning. Subtraction is written before addition, but still sometimes unknowingly we keep following the rule even when it is not needed. All right. So here we are following the left to right rule. Okay. Now here is your challenge. Okay. 3 multiplied by 8 minus 2 square divided by 9 plus 4. Okay. Pause the video, solve it on your own, and then come back to video and watch how you have done. Okay. Alright, so go for it. Pause the video. So I hope you have solved it, and now let's see if we have done the same thing. So the brackets or the parentheses will be solved first, right? So we will write 3 multiplied by 8 minus 2 is 6. So this is 6 square divided by 9 plus 4. Now 6 square is 36 divided by 9 plus 4. Now here we see that multiplication and division are there along with the addition. So addition comes after multiplication and division. So we will talk about multiplication and division. And here we will follow which rule? Left to right rule. Okay. Because addition, multiplication and division have equal priority. So multiplication is written first. So we will solve it. Okay. So 3 times 36 is 108 divided by 9 plus 4. Now here we won't add 9 and 4 because division comes first. BODMAS, BIDMAS and PEMDAS. In all three, D comes before A. So 108 divided by 9 gives us 12. Then we will add 4 and we get 16, right? So did you get 16 also as your answer? If not, you can just cross check and find where did you do wrong. And if you got 16, then great job. Okay. It's a learning process. So we learn when we make mistakes, because that's mistakes are one important thing that tells us exactly what not to do, right? All right, so I want to give you some homework so that you can practice. All right, so let me give you some expressions. First is 8 plus 6 divided by 2. Next is 5 plus 3 multiplied by 4. Next we can have 16 divided by 4 multiplied by 3, and we have 2 plus 3 multiplied by 4 minus 5. Solve these and drop your answers in the comment sections. If you have any difficulty or any doubt, you can contact me through my email, or you can also mention in the comments. I will definitely address your problems. In the next math session, we will learn how to evaluate an algebraic expression. Alright, so it's going to be fun and interesting, but before that, it's really important that you understand these rules, which tells us what order of operations to follow, because when you know this, then only we will be able to evaluate an algebraic expression correctly, right? Because this is this is one of the most important steps in algebra. All right, so do give a thumbs up if you have liked this video, share this with your friends and siblings, and kindly subscribe to my channel. Thank you. Bye bye.